with my belly grumbles. I'm so hungry.
All right, open up. This is the police.
How much do they pay you to do their police work?
$162.39 per week.
C.O.P.S is recorded before a live studio audience.
Hey, good Friday morning. Welcome to C.O.P.S Community Outreach and Public Service with Eric Flowers of the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. It is a beautiful Friday here in Indian River County, and I have to tell you, earlier this morning I was over at Holman Stadium for the new Jackie Robinson Sports Complex, and RBI Baseball, which is reviving baseball in inner cities, is over there playing. Actually, if you're out and about, 10:30 right now, if you can get over there by 11:30, they've got the final championship game of the RBI World Series, World Baseball Series. It's being broadcast. There's television cameras. It's just a really cool thing that's happening right here in our backyard. And the thing for me that was amazing was the Holman Stadium is so much better than and I have in the studio with my friends from United Way, Chance and Sydney. Thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you.
But you guys were there recently for a Jackie Robinson game,
Yeah.
and the improvements that they've made since the last game is just incredible. They're in the process of putting in new seats.
Yep.
The field is so much improved. They've added a bullpen, so it's not dangerous for the players like it was before, and I'm blown away. It's been a couple hours since I've been over there, and I just can't stop talking about it. And I'm really excited for next year's Jackie Robinson game because the stadium is going to be completely redone, and it's going to be very exciting. So you make sure you get close to that mic, Chance. I want to make sure that everybody can hear you, and you two, Sydney, don't get too far from me. You just talk right into that. But again, in the studio with me today, my friends from United Way, Chance and Sydney. You guys have exciting things happening over at United Way. I'm excited for you to be here. It worked out well for you to be here, actually, because last week I had Antoine from Crossover Mission on.
Awesome.
And we were talking about United Way as part of our conversation, so it's a perfect lead into this week to be able to talk to you guys as well. And you guys are here to talk about Day of Caring.
Yes, we are. I'll let Sydney take the lead on that one. It's her project. So.
Yes, so Day of Caring is coming up. It's going to be on Saturday, October 5th. And so what it is, it's a one-day volunteer event for Indian River County residents to come together. Last year we had about 1,300 people come together and then work on different projects for either a nonprofit, a church, or a school. And so we're just gearing up for that right now, accepting submissions for teams, individuals, different projects that might need to be completed, and it's all very age-friendly. And like these projects aren't anything that like you don't have to be a professional painter or anything like that. It's for everyone. So a lot of the projects are like painting, cleaning, a lot of landscaping, cleaning up, pretty simple projects, but we are just supplying that manpower that these projects need that they might not have the opportunity to get done. So it's really exciting. So right now we're just trying to get everyone registered and signed up for it. The day starts at the Citrus Bowl Billy Living's Field.
Yeah.
So it's where our kickoff breakfast is, where there's free McDonald's breakfast, and then everyone gets a Day of Caring t-shirt, and then we have a small presentation, get everyone pumped up for the day, and then you go out to your projects from about 9 a.m. to noon. So it's only 3 hours that you'll be there, but it makes a really big impact on your community. So we're really excited about it.
And for those of you who are out there listening and don't know, I think there's, everybody's heard the name United Way, but they don't always know, what exactly United Way does. And really, you guys take in donations from the community, you take in volunteers from the community, and then you disperse them out to the organizations that have been vetted by the United Way, and it's sort of that guide. And so, like I said last week when we had the Crossover Mission in, knowing that you're a United Way charity tells me that you've reached a certain level, that you're there. You've proven that you're doing the things that you say you're doing, and that the money that you're getting from our community is going towards our community goals. So United Way works with the community to say, hey, what can we do? What are the areas that need improvement? And they really guide the community to try and make improvements all the way along the way. And Day of Caring is a big piece of that. It's a group of different people from all of our community who say, hey, we need help over here. And you guys take all those different projects and then you bring a bunch of volunteers together and say, hey, we're going to give you the help that you need, which is really cool.
Exactly. And it's just a different way to give back. A lot of times people, when they think of United Way, they think of only donating money, and so this is a way to just donate your time and your energy, and so it's just a different way to give back.
And United Way actually hosts the Volunteer Indian River website.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
VolunteerIndianRiverCounty.org.
VolunteerIndianRiverCounty.org, and you can go on there and see all the opportunities to volunteer in the community. Whether you're a high school kid who's looking for someplace to get those community hours that you need, or you're somebody, maybe a senior citizen who says, I want to give back to my community. I don't have a job anymore, and I want to find something to do. And you guys sort of host that and get them going in the right direction. So Day of Caring is a great way. If you've never volunteered, if you've never helped out, it's an easy lift, and it'd be a good way to start that sort of volunteering career for you. And so I know last year we did it at the church, and it was packed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we outgrew the church, and so this year we're trying to put it in a different kickoff location, and so we're really excited that we got the football stadium for it. So we have so much going on with it right now. We're really excited to kind of figure out exactly what's going to go on, because we have such a bigger venue, so we can do more there. So it's like still trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen, but it's going to be super exciting.
Yeah, it's very good. So if there's somebody out there who wants to be a part of Day of Caring, let's say they want to volunteer, how do they get involved on that end?
Yeah, you can just go right online to our website at unitedwayirc.org / Day of Caring. And then there's all kinds of information on there. You can register your team, your project, or as an individual. And then you can also just give us a call at 772-567-8900, and you can ask for me, Sydney.
So that works as well. You said you can register your project. So if there's somebody out there and they're saying, hey, I've got this friend who has a problem, they need some landscaping, they're elderly, something like that, you could put that in. Does it work like that? Or is there any specific guidelines? How does it work to get a project signed up?
To be a project, you have to be a nonprofit, a church, or a school. We don't do so much individual housing and things like that. This year, we're trying to do a project in Gifford, like a planting type of project. So right now we've been looking at maybe a nursing home or something like that. But most of the projects are just all for nonprofits and then churches and schools, people like that.
Any of your church groups, if you say, hey,
absolutely.
we've got this playground, it's got these wood chips, and we really need to do something about it, you guys could come out, bring a group, and help out with that project.
Exactly.
And I know you've done some other projects, like sometimes people volunteer and they do have more skills and they do have tools and they're able to help out. If there's somebody that's out there that's like a contractor or somebody who wants to help, they can help too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Last year we put together some picnic tables, and then a year before that, we had some people do some dodgeball pits and things like that. So if you do have a skill, we desperately do want you to come out, because we'll put you with a bigger skilled project versus just painting a house or painting a room or something like that.
And you don't have to show up with any supplies. You'll have all that stuff. You don't need to know anything. You'll just show up and be ready to help out.
Exactly.
That's very good. It's exciting. Tell me again when the Day of Caring is.
It's going to be on Saturday, October 5th. Volunteer registration ends on Friday, September 20th, and then project registration ends Friday, September 13th. And then just another side note about, we're doing something a little bit new this year. Last year we had been doing those homeless care kits that the high school, middle school students were putting together, and this year we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're doing these meal packaging kits for students in Indian River County. Just just a quick snack, something maybe someone forgot to pack a lunch, or you're just still hungry, or just whatever it may be. It's just some kids that might need a little extra, or something for them to take home on the weekends. No one's going to be there with them, so we're really excited about that. We're going to be assembling about 1,000+ kits of those this year, and so we're really excited about that.
That's really cool. When we come back from break, we're going to talk more about those meal packaging kits and how important those are going to be to our community. There's
Yeah.
a lot of kids that need that, and we'll talk about why that's a really good thing. Just before we head off to break, I want to mention some of your big sponsors. Public Supermarkets, always a huge sponsor of United Way.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Publix.
Gotta say thanks to them. Certainly couldn't do the campaigns without them, and the McDonald's this year is helping out with data carrying, so we want to thank them as well. We're going off to break. We'll be back with more Cops right after these words. So we'll take a little break here. I usually check in on Facebook and see if anybody's saying hello, and say hi
They
back.
can't see right now, can
They
they?
can see you.
Oh no.
Why?
Because I'm fixing my hair. I was looking at the camera to fix my hair.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Michael. He checked in. He says he's checking in on his wonderful staff.
Yeah, he did say he was going to.
Tad, thank you for checking in. Debbie, Cindy, good morning. Thank you all for being here. We certainly appreciate everybody who tunes into the COP show on a weekly basis. And we'll be back with more in just a few moments here. More exciting discussion on United Way. So, yes, they can see us the whole time.
Cool.
Michael can see you fixing your hair.
Awesome.
Can they
Yeah.
hear us right now? Or
They can hear you. Yes, they can hear you too.
Very awesome.
Yep, it's a cool thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know. No, you guys did a great job. It went by quick, right? That was the first
It did.
segment.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
second segment's even shorter than the first segment. so,
Wow.
yeah, it goes by real quick. Real quick. I did the community needs assessment. The
You
online
completed
one.
it?
Yeah, I completed it.
Me too.
Somebody sent it to me on Facebook Messenger, and I did it before I ever officially got it. I think it was Elizabeth from Boys and Girls Club. I think she
Send it to you on.
I think she sent it to me on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
here, do this.
That's a smart way to do
And
it too.
I took care of it
Direct.
right then, and then I started getting it in my email, and so I said, "Oh, okay, I guess I jumped the gun on this one." But
No,
it was
yeah.
good. It was good.
As long as you complete it, that's all. that
It didn't
matters.
take long. Yeah,
No,
it's
it
not
really
bad.
doesn't.
They say it
not.
takes approximately 15,
Yeah.
but it's probably somewhere below that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's important though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too when we come back.
Yeah, you have a plethora of things to choose from.
Oh, I see that.
Oh man, those really.
Close?
I don't know if
Close? Are we close to coming back? Yeah.
looking for one.
What's that?
The Born Learning Trail. We don't have a sponsor quite this year, so I didn't know if I should say something.
should.
I'm still looking for
You
a
don't have a
sponsor.
sponsor yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a sponsor yet.
Yeah.
We do plan.
Okay.
All right.
So, I've been there for Born Learning Trail opening.
Yep.
Mhm.
Are you looking for a new location to do a Born Learning
We
Trail?
have a couple locations already lined up,
You just
but
need a sponsor?
we need a sponsor
Pick
to
up the tab.
yeah, exactly. And so,
Okay.
and then we're redoing the Fellsmere one in general.
Okay.
So, because it's kind of faded, but
Okay.
yeah, I guess.
You got it.
And we're redoing it at Day of Caring.
Yeah, on Day of
Okay.
Caring. But that one
Project.
doesn't need sponsored. It already has everything.
Okay. I'll make sure we touch on that when we come back.
Oh.
That's Jan. She does a show called Cat Chat on Saturdays on here.
Is she from Humane Society?
No, she has her own little thing she
Oh.
does on here.
Cat
That's
chat.
so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tune in.
Yeah, she's great. I see her around town. She's cool.
Cat chat.
Yep.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back in just a minute here. Just a minute, folks. We'll be back on in, very shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Can we do ASMR?
I wanted to do that.
It's where people whisper into the microphone and they tap it.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that.
There are some people that find it calming.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not.
not in a weird way. Just calming.
Like that lady that eats food or
Yeah,
something.
just like that.
Mm.
Here we go. Coming back. Hey, good Friday morning. Welcome back to C.O.P.S Community Outreach and Public Service with Eric Flowers of the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. If I didn't mention it the first segment, you can tune in on Facebook, the Indian River County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. We're live on there. You can see in the studio, and you can see my friends Chance and Sydney in here talking to me from United Way, and it's very exciting what they've got going on over there. Before we went to break, we were talking about Day of Caring, which is coming up Saturday, October 5th at Billy Living's Field here at the Vero Beach High School. Very exciting. Always one of my favorite days. They always have a big kickoff. Will we see cheerleaders and band and all that fun stuff again this year?
That's what we're hoping for. Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Very good. Always a good time, and hopefully you'll join us for Day of Caring. Before we left, we talked about you're going to have kids who are making these meal packaging kits that will go out to school children in Indian River County. Just a reminder, this coming week, Monday is the first day of school. Add extra time to your commute and be prepared. Those school buses will be on the roads. The parents will be on the road. Everybody's will have a little chaos in their life. So, prepare for that. Plan for that. Add extra time in your schedule. Get up extra early. Even if you don't have kids, even if you're just planning on going out to Lowe's or whatever, it's going to be harder than it would be if you went today. So just get ready for it because it's coming. Those meal kits that you guys are preparing are incredibly important. There's kids in our community who are in need of food, and it's one of those unfortunate things we don't talk about a lot. But did you have these the food donated? How did that work out that you were able to do these?
Well, it's kind of still in the process of where it's pretty vague right now, but we've been applying for different grants and things like that, like with Publix's help. So hopefully we'll be able to get a good donation of it donated, and then the other portion we'll probably have to purchase. But right now we're still trying to figure out exactly what to put into it. We want it to be nutritious, but we also want it to be not bland and something that they're actually gonna want to enjoy. So we're just still in the makings of trying to figure all the last minute details of it all out. So
it's really sad. Summertime has been here, and those kids are all out of school, and certainly probably undernourished. Now they'll be back to school. At least they will get those school meals, but there's still those weekends, those long weekends, those holiday weekends where a lot of those kids go home and there's just not food there. So anything you can do to help is certainly appreciated. And if you have children in school, and those schools individually a lot of times will do programs where they send backpacks home or items home with the kids, you can help out with that. Boy, that's a really good way just to give back.
Yeah, exactly. So all these kits will be at all the Indian River County schools, and so that way the teachers or whoever will know these children personally and be able to figure out who needs it. And it won't be on us just being like, oh, here's a bunch of them. So they'll know exactly who is really in need of them, and so that's really great.
It's a great thing. The other thing that I want to make sure we talked about is the community needs assessment. I mentioned it during the break that I had taken the community needs assessment, and I would encourage everyone out there in our community to take it. It's a partnership between the Community Foundation, United Way of Indian River County, Florida Department of Health, and the Children's Services Advisory Committee. It's a comprehensive community needs assessment, and feedback from that will guide where we go in the future, where we put our resources, what we do to try and help. And so I would encourage everybody to take it, whether you're somebody without kids, somebody with kids, whoever. How can they get to that? Can they go to the United Way website? Do you guys have a link to that on there?
Absolutely. There's a bunch of different ways to get to it, but the best way to get to it is just visit our website. It's unitedwayirc.org, and it's just / community needs assessment. And we've set up a whole page that just gives you a breakdown of why this is so important for our community and how all this information will be utilized to fill gaps in services that we don't quite have right now and all the nonprofit organizations we have.
It's a really easy survey. It says on here it takes about 15 minutes. I don't even think it took me 15 minutes.
No.
When you go on there, it's going to ask you your opinion and how you perceive services that are available in our community, and what you check in those boxes is really important because it will make determinations on how we do funding in the future. So please take some time, just take a few minutes and fill that out. We were also talking during the break that the Born Learning Trails, you're adding Born Learning Trails, you're also refurbishing some of those. And for those who don't know, Born Learning Trails are built as places that parents can take their kids.
Free places.
They can take their kids. They can walk around. There's educational moments along the trail that teach them about a variety of different things, whether it's from preschoolers and toddlers to older kids that can learn more things. It's really a great thing that is special to our community. And so you guys are still looking for a sponsor to create a new Born Learning Trail here in Indian River County for the Day of Caring.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we already have 4 Born Learning Trails in right now. One in Gifford, Fellsmere, and then 2 in Vero. And so our goal is to install another one, and these are just really interactive learning experiences for kids. So it's been kind of like a staple for the last couple years. And so we really appreciate all the sponsors we've had before, but we're still looking for one for this year to hopefully get one put in on Day of Caring.
It's a great program. It's exciting. Great place to take the kids. Grandma and Grandpa can take the kids there. You walk around. You learn something while you're there. You enjoy it. You get outside for a few hours.
Yes.
And the weather's about to break. We're going to be getting that great Florida weather. The reason we live here soon. And when it happens, these are great places to take those kids when you can get outside and just enjoy it. It's still a little hot, but we'll get there soon.
Yes.
We'll be getting there soon.
Absolutely.
So that's a good, exciting thing for everybody. The other thing that happens in there, and I saw it in the notes here, is the free little libraries. And I know you guys have been working on those for a long time. I think that's always just so cool when I see them around town.
Yeah.
And they're all over the place.
They are, yeah. We actually have a map on our website of not just ours, of like everyone's that we have found in the community. So, because we put in 6 ourselves, but there are way more than just 6. And so pretty much anywhere you look, you'll be able to find one. And they're just really cool because, it's give a book, take a book. And so, and they're always filled with either, some kids books, but there's also adult books in there as well. Because, all of ours are at like playgrounds, so like you're watching them and like maybe you want to like catch a read or something like that. And so they're just really cool, and they've been great for us.
I always get excited when I see them on someplace and I just say, oh, hey, free little library. It's just always cool to see them.
Absolutely.
They're always, we try to paint ours fun colors, United Way colors, because they're supposed to stand out. They're supposed to be fun. And we just really also thank the community for their book donations, because we don't purchase a lot of these books. These books are donated from community members who have extra books from kids who are graduated. They don't use these books anymore, so we're always looking for people to donate some books. And like Cindy said, you can go onto our website. We have a full page that tells you everything about where you can find them. It has a map, and then it also has the ability for you to figure out how you can donate your books potentially.
Very good. Chance and Cindy, thank you so much for coming in today. The website is unitedwayirc.org. Follow them on social media, on Instagram and Facebook and all those places. Hit like and get the updates on what's happening. It's actually Chance that's behind all those posts, and he does a fantastic job with our marketing and everything that happens over there. So we certainly appreciate it. If I didn't mention it before, I'm a board member at United Way, and certainly something that's close to my heart. I know you guys do a lot of really good things in our community, and we appreciate that more than you know. You've been tuned in to C.O.P.S. Community Outreach and Public Service with Eric Flowers of the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Pick up the latest edition of Vero's Voice magazine on stands now. It's the Woodstock edition. Rhett's got his little Woodstock rock in here to remind him that it's anniversary year. But read it cover to cover like I do. Visit all the sponsors. Tell them you heard about them here on the C.O.P.S. station. Those are the folks who pay the bills and keep the show on. The show is a partnership between Vero's Voice and the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. They donate this airtime every week to the Sheriff's Office, and we are so grateful for that. Thank you to Noah and the another room for doing a great job producing the show in Mr. B's absence. Great job, Noah. That's it for me. I'm out. See you next week.
Thanks.